So, Mr. Speaker, my question is in relation to the recruitment process that has happened, and there's a couple of videos floating around as to seeing overgrown men that have miraculously turned back time and seem to be 18-year-olds or 19-year-olds now participating, or not just participating, but having been accepted and now undergoing the first lot of training. Now, Mr. Acting Speaker, country blimi kat Fobla region. Insulos la Fobla region, sample region in Bikla, sample region Mibla Lilik, sample and Lilik true. Now, at Ogre time, I think Prime Minister has mentioned this a couple of times, and also all Prime Ministers before that, you must try and keep him this regional balance at all times. Because time you broke him the regional balance, passing below one talk system but come inside. My question to the Minister, can you tell this House as to what, number one, what process you may use him? Was it an online selection for us to get new recruits into the Defence Force, which is in charge of national sovereignty and security of our borders? So what was the process? You may deploy him, accept him, or new intake, or come inside, number one. Was it an online process? Was it a manual process? If it was an online process, who was in charge of the online process? Because there claims to be discrepancies in the way and a disproportionate number of individuals are claimed to be in one particular or two particular regions, which is very dangerous for national security and long-term stability. So number one process you may deploy him. Now if I'm manual, who said go past the manual? If I'm online, who said review this online process? Number two, criteria you may use him, plenty of people clear some criteria, or young plaman ago, or young plaman do no kela, na ino papa, na ino married. Also come up a defense officer and go inside. But new video you may look him, Mr. Minister, truly you chair. Plenty papa go inside now. All married penis. Now all reverse him birth certificate. Somehow all reverse him now come up go inside. So how did that happen? How did that happen? And can you assure this House, if that has happened, are we going to stop the process to review? Or by me let him go through? Number three, question below me. You make all partner stop. Kind of say you may sign him agreement on them Australia penis. Now you may sign him on them US defense penis. Now at some instance, I think this House generally agreed that, and the former police minister who was the works minister, agreed that recruitment for CIS, police and the defense would be outsourced to development partners so that time is minister law. Police, minogan putimogara finsafen gunchelo police. There must be fair regional balance. Number 5 question. Can you, Minister, assure this House that you will table the list that has been accepted to the intake for next year? Because, number one, you blow a member, you blow stop liya. Or angel no makim yupla. Man na miri makim yupla. Lo kam sinan liya. Na yumi time yumi go next year election, you ba senap and you'll be a victim or a recipient of a government institution that will try to run a process to bring you back here. So it's a general concern where some people are elected leaders too must cut. So can you bring to this House list of names of recipients of people you may accepting penis who are intake now listed for intake, and where they come from, their province, their district, their correct age, na face photos, so you may get looking face na looking. Kind of some now rugby league, some months are forever 25 law, CV law. So you may get look savvy. Who said them true young plaman go inside? Now who said on plaman where photoshopping face blame. Go inside of some Brad Pitt na go inside the defense force. So this list, Minister, can you assure us that you will table in this honorable House as soon as you can a list so that we can be assured that the process has been transparent, has been clear, and the integrity of the process is protected at all times, because allowing that to happen, and if we fail, Mr. Speaker, next year in Parliament, and these people, if all, if they are not qualified, if they don't meet the age limit, if they don't have the physical, tributes for it, now want to put them will go. They will not be loyal to the independent state of Papua New Guinea. They'll be loyal to whoever put them in. So that loyalty will be questioned at all time when they discharge their national functions.
Honorable Governor, I understand that you took almost about 7 or 8 minutes on your question, so I know you have already asked the question, so if the question has already been asked, can you allow for the Minister to...
Thank you. Last one. Can you assure us, as I said in my last question, can you assure that you will bring a list for our benefit so the people of Finchafen, the people of Makam, can be comfortable that we've selected national defense force people and not from, you know, these so-called discrepancies that exist now. So thank you, Mr. Speaker.
The Honourable Minister for Defence.
Thank you, Mr. Deputy Speaker. I'd like to thank the good governor from Morobe for raising a very important question. And I do agree with him that that question is of a very important matter to our country, especially in light of a video that we have seen floating around. And, but before I answer those questions, I'd like to join the other fellow colleague leaders in this House to congratulate the member for Day and the governor for New Ireland for being elected to the House, as well as the member for Karawaki Gembok, Akundiawa Gembok. I beg your pardon. All right, firstly, on the process, on what process was being deployed to do the recruitment. If you have seen or heard, there has been about 2 years lapse in PNGDF recruitment. It's never happened. But we put those processes back. There has been many complaints in the community, as well as within defense, on the questioning of the recruitment process that had been existed in defense. So we did put up the online recruitment platform, and we have launched it. It was a public display for anyone in the country who is interested to join defense to apply online. So the first process that was employed is an online recruitment process in which an independent HR firm was engaged to do this thing. So that whole process is removed from myself as minister, or the secretary, or the CDF, or even the Defense Council, or anybody for that matter. And then the criteria comes in which you look at the age criteria, height criteria, and all that different criteria that are being employed. And once that online selection happened, that list has been put up in the media, in social media, and it was a transparent process. And once that has happened, the shortlisted group were interviewed physically, and then they went through a series of tests, including psych tests, medical tests, etc., until the final list of, I think, 300 was made, and they were sent to Golden River Training Depot. And we have received sort of consents from all leaders in the House, in the government caucus, that there should be a quota for each province. And we have done that, but the majority of the applicants came from NCDC, so as you may, and NCDC and Ley. And as you may imagine and appreciate that NCDC and Ley are metropolitan cities. And so there are citizens from every part of the province in NCDC and Ley. And so, but as much as possible, we want to give a quota to every province so that, like he rightfully said, Mr. Deputy Speaker, PNGDF is a national institution. It should not have one province or one region dominating the defense force. And so that efforts have been put in place, and I can assure the House and the good governor for Morobe that that process has been employed and there has been allocated. There are some provinces that don't apply, so we can't force them to apply. But to remedy that, we have put in budget and plans in the next recruitment cycle to send our recruitment team to all the provinces, especially the provincial centers. and to be there to give at least 22 or to 25 quota for every province. So I urge all the leaders to make sure that the young people who want to join PNGDF, we support them to come to the men's centers once the next training cycle happens, which would be around August, July, August. I think I've mentioned or answered a question on the outsourcing of the recruitment. To table the list will be made clear and public on how many people were recruited and where they are from. So that's not a big issue. And like I said, because we have not gone to all the provinces and recruited directly from the province, there will be some mismatch. And there are some provinces like, I think, Western Province and Gulf, Manus, they have not so much interest. But we will try our best to make sure that there is an equal quota for each province in the next recruitment cycle, and those will be made public as we have done in this recruitment cycle. On the video that's floating around and concerns that some of those who went down to the Goldie River training depot are old, I'd like to make it very clear in this house that that person that is on the video is a third-year UPNG student. He's not an old man, so sometimes we judge too quickly. They said don't judge a book by its cover. He's not an old man. He's not 50 years old. He's not 45 years old. He's just a 24-year-old third-year UPNG student. And so when we bring this kind of information in respectable houses like that, we need to verify those kind of information and not based on rumors and hearsays. And there's a lot of online bullying going on, and I'm very concerned about this. And I have asked the CDF to investigate the recruitment officers at Goldie River Training Depot who have unprofessionally, there's a lot of vulgar swear words in that video that the governor is referring to, and I don't know if that's normal, and I've asked the CDF if that's normal or not, and he said the frog march is normal, but the story is not. And so those are being investigated. I want to reassure the Deputy Governor.